Hello everyone. So in this video, we are going to see the biggest mistakes that the QA engineers are making in 2026. So it is very, very disappointing to see the many of the QA engineers are looking for the jobs, but at the same time, they are also doing some major mistakes, which is stopping them to get a job, right? So what if I tell you that many QA engineers are unknowingly making some of the career mistakes that could limit their growth in the next few years? Right. So we're going to discuss the mistakes that have been made by the QA engineers, and I'm going to tell you in detail how you can correct them as well. Right. So hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Rakesh from RD Automation Learning. So let me tell you about a few of the mistakes that the people have been making who are looking for the testing jobs. And it's not like one or two people have been making this is coming across, and this is why I'm going to cover all of these things in detail. So before we go to that, I would like to tell you about a free webinar that we are going to have on next Saturday, that is 6th of June, 10:30 a.m. IST onwards to 11:30 a.m. IST. So if you are looking forward to stay relevant with respect to Playwright plus AI, if you're looking for a job opportunity, if you're looking for a switch, please do attend this particular webinar. It's free and a lot of insightful information will be shared with you. A lot of meaningful information will be shared with you, and you would really find this webinar very, very useful if you implement the things as would be discussed in the webinar. Right. So let's see the mistakes that are being made by the QA engineers. So the mistake number one is thinking manual testing alone is enough, right? So many of the folks are thinking that even if today, if they still continue on manual testing, they'll get a job, they'll get a switch. But if you still feel that manual testing or functional testing is enough for you to get a job, just try to create one profile of yours on Naukri.com or on LinkedIn.com and try to apply for the jobs. See in 15 days, in a matter of 2 to 3 weeks, how many calls you're getting from the market. And you would come to know that you were absolutely wrong, because you cannot just get a job opportunity just and just on the basis of manual testing or functional testing, right? No, not at all. Never. Because these days, the corporates, the interviewers are looking for beyond functional testing. We're looking forward to have you and hands-on experience in automation testing or in Playwright with TypeScript or with Playwright with JavaScript. So multiple things they're looking. So it is highly recommended that you learn the automation testing skill set in 2026 if you are really looking for a job opportunity in the field of testing. Right. The mistake number two is staying only with Selenium and ignoring modern tools. Okay. So this thing, and I'll describe a bit. What happened with one of the top mate call was that one of my ex mentee, right? He had booked a call on the top mate, and he told me that he's having 6 years of experience with automation testing. Okay, is what he told me. So I asked him how many relevant experience you have. So he told, yeah, initially 2 years was manual testing only. So you have relevant of 4 plus years. I told that is still fine, right? As far as if you have 3 plus years of experience in the field of automation testing, it is still fine. It is still okay. Okay. So now he told me that he's looking for the jobs, but when he's applying into the companies, he's getting some of the questions on Playwright, even though it is not being added, right? Even though they haven't added Playwright, even though he has not added AI, even though he has not added about GitHub Copilot, about agentic AI. So all of these things they are looking from him, they are expecting from him, and that's why he's getting rejected. Straightforward. In the current company, he is still working on the existing framework that was developed few years back, and he was totally working on that. But in the interviews, he's getting the questions on Playwright AI, GitHub Copilot, agentic AI. So he asked me what to do in this situation because he does not has any work experience on Playwright. So I asked him, "Are you waiting for company to give you that experience?" So he was wondering what would be the answer. The answer here is no. You cannot wait for the company to give you such kind of exposure, because now you are at that stage where you have already learned Selenium, you have implemented those things, 4 plus years of experience you are having. So you have to keep yourself upgraded. So you have to learn playwright. You have to implement playwright related things in your day-to-day projects. Even if you don't get directly exposed, utilize weekends for that, utilize holidays for that, or even if you can give 1 hour of time, that is still fine. So I would highly recommend you that you learn playwright by yourself. Even if you can dedicatedly take out 45 minutes to 1 hour of time, it's totally fine. And when I say implement playwright, means not watching videos, not watching some random videos. Implement those things, work on those things explicitly so that you can tell in an interview that you have worked on those particular skills, that you have used those skill sets in your work. So that's very important. So there's the second thing that the second mistake that most of the professionals are doing, staying just with Selenium, ignoring modern automation tools. Mistake number three, okay, ignoring AI. Okay, see, I can understand there is a lot of noise around AI. I can understand there is a lot of hallucination around AI, but that doesn't mean you have to ignore those things. Not all of the tools are useful, not all the tools are relevant, but you should pick up five best tools for yourself from AI perspective, which are beneficial to you with respect to software testing, with respect to test case generation, self-healing agents, anything. Five top tools that are necessary for you, which can help you to get a grip on AI as well as they can make you more proactive. So get hands-on on those particular tools. That is the first thing. If you can get hands-on on those particular tools, that would be very, very much beneficial for you because then you can add those kind of things in your resume. Then you can add that kind of a skills set in your resume and you can stay ahead in the market. And that's very important. So this is also very much important that you should not ignore AI because AI cannot replace you, but a person, a professional, an automation tester who knows how to use AI can easily replace. So I would highly recommend you to learn AI related tools, right? There are so many AI tools that are relevant to testing. So start learning those tools. Those would be beneficial for you, right? So these are the three mistakes that QA engineers have been making, especially when they are looking for their jobs. So don't think that just getting a call is important. You have to have you have to ensure that whatever skill set that you're putting in your resume is also relevant, right? And it is up to date with respect to what companies are looking. Right. So this is a webinar that I'm going to host on the next Saturday, 6th of June. It is 10:30 a.m. IST is totally free of cost. We'll cover about how a QA engineer can stay relevant with respect to Playwright plus AI in today's market. So please don't miss this call. Don't miss this webinar. It will be very useful for you to attend it. And let me know in the comment section if you are attending or not. If you're already attending it, make sure you enroll here and you also get added into the WhatsApp group wherein we will be sharing with you the bonus things which will be useful for you to get the job, to clear the interviews, right? So that bonus material is definitely going to come to you again and is free of cost, no hidden charges. So make sure you have those kind of materials available and you enroll for this particular webinar today itself because we have limited seats available. Right. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video and stay tuned for updates.